Hello, all. Welcome back to Melanin Madam. Tonight, I'll have our co-host introduce herself, and then we will get started.
Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Martin Luther King Day, everybody.
It is Monday, huh? Let me
hmm
tell y'all. Okay, I am having a day. I am. I am having a day. Let me tell you, females. First of all, it is scientifically proven that when you have PMS, so many things happen. Okay. I have been prepared for my show since last night. I have been really good with loading the stuff before. Everything is on cue and my phone goes blank. When I tell you I want to throw this fucking phone at the window, then my sister calls when we're trying to go in, trying to tell me about my mom. It's okay. This is real life. I'm going to go live anyway and I'm having a good day. But I tell you right motherfucking now, I got an attitude, a really bad attitude. Mhm. I do. A real bad attitude. Like I could feel it in my soul attitude. That is so nice, cousin. After
Oh,
I just acted the way I acted. And you gonna fuck
look,
with
I'm like, oh, that hurt. Yeah, you act
Ah!
like a lady.
Oh my gosh. I am a lady. I'm a lady. Ladies have issues. The world is not nice to us. Okay.
Mhm.
So let me tell you, I really hope that you guys saw the clip from that I posted about the condom in the shoe lady because my phone is blank and it won't come up anywhere. No, it's not the internet. I was like, wait a minute, is it the internet? I'm on the internet. No, it's not. Um, I can't get it on my computer. I can't get it on my phone. I can't get it on that phone. And I'm telling you that they're there. So I hope that you saw it. So let me tell y'all what happened. Okay. This is from Maury. We go together with Maury. I just want y'all to know. We do, because we need a follow-up, twin. So this is what happened. Okay. Mari said, tell us what happened. Well, Mari, let me tell you. And then she took her shoe off and she put it on the floor because you know they got to be extra and like reenacted. So she put the shoe on the floor. She said, he came in late, but I let him sleep. Now he's a promoter and he works at after hours spots. Okay. So he had the shoe right there. She gets up and she says, and almost tripped over the shoe. So when she almost tripped over the shoe, somehow she picks up this shoe and it gets right here, right? So she said, I picked up the shoe and I did like this, and the used condom fell out. I thought it was a cockroach. Don't nobody got a question about why this lady thought a cockroach was in the shoe, but
Yeah,
okay.
that big. Yeah.
Nobody said nothing about. So then she says that I measured it and it was this long and this big, and that means his blank was in there. And he told me that he went to the side of the house or the side of the place to use the bathroom, and somehow the kind of guy in the shoe. No, that is not what I said. So then they come out and then they do this thing and they like, is it gonna come back like this? Murray, in my professional life, I am something. In my personal life, I am faithful. She didn't catch it right there. Anyway, lie detector test said about the condom in the shoe, if it was his. He is not lying. Oh, he jump up, he twerking. Maury, that is a lie. How did that happen? Then they came back. Have you ever slept with anybody else? You lied. Have you ever slept with anybody else? Have you ever got fellatio in your BMW? I hate it when people have to say what kind of car they have or something like that. It's a car.
Yeah. In your car. Shit.
Right in your car. Why do people do that, twin? Then that was a lie. Have you ever, when y'all was long distance, mess with somebody? That was a lie. So the lie detector man was there and he said, well, I just need to tell you one more thing. And she said, what is it? You should join the Trump supporters because you are a liar. And Maury said, but the first one was a truth. He's still a cheater. The lie detector man got up and said, well, I just need to tell you, most of his cheating was in Texas. Maury said, well, at least it was in Florida like you thought. That's what
Well, you know
happened.
what? I take it back. Maybe they do have to say what kind of car it is, because if they could say, people be lying so much. Oh, did you have fellatio in your car? No, not in that car. So they have to.
Oh,
Now I have to
maybe
think
he had
about it
more than
like
one car.
exactly. you know, you got to be Pacific because liars and be like, no.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
And then they'd be like, but he did. And then they'd be like, it wasn't that car. Like, you know, so I'm not.
Right. So let me tell you, what would you be thinking? First of all, y'all, oh yeah, she didn't hold the thing herself, but if it fell out, then it fell on her, right? But so I guess she walked to the bathroom like this because it was right here, and then she used tweezers and picked it up or something. She said,
That's
I don't know. I would have hit the fan from then because why is this touching me? Jesus.
Yeah. That's what
I would have flipped out. She examined it, and she examined it by going to the bathroom and holding it up with tweezers, and she measured it and this and that. What would you do if you found what are the odds of you do all of this stuff, you never get caught, and then you come home with a used condom in your shoe that's not yours?
That was meant. It was meant for him to get caught. If it's something like that.
Because they was engaged, and he calls her his soulmate.
Yeah, they was meant to get caught because how would a used condom fall in a shoe? How is it? It was meant for it was God made it for them to get caught, for him to get caught.
I think so because he supposedly cheats a lot, and at this point is cheating. And what I would say is that ladies with all of the STDs, STIs, babies, all of this other stuff that could happen. I guess for him, the best thing is that it was a condom, I guess. You know, why is your shoes off? He said something about when he went over there, his shoe got caught or something. So, because, you know, the bushes and stuff is around, but that has to be true because it wasn't his. So it has to be true that you went on the side, and maybe like if it was a bush right there, maybe it was on the bush and you're not back there paying attention because you in the dark. Well, that had to have happened because it wasn't his. That was the only thing that he passed. Yeah. If you're at the club, he was outside when he went to use the bathroom. He went on the side of the building.
But still,
But that was the one thing he was telling the truth about. Don't nobody else care that he's spreading his people. He cheat when he go other places. He should. Would y'all ever date somebody that worked at a club, a promoter?
Oh, I have. I've dated promoters before.
In your mature age or in your young age?
I was in my 30s.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say about that.
Look, I'm like, I was in my 30s. It was
this
like
is what I want to say about that.
Wait, okay. My late 20s, early 30s. So we wasn't young.
Okay, so here's what I will say about that. For those of us that got out of high school and kind of did some of the things that we were supposed to do, it pushed back some of the other things. So I think that a lot of us went through that stage where it was like, I make cool money now. I don't want to be in a relationship. Like, I want to have fun. I want to go back and have my fun. And you wanted it to be somebody that would be beneficial to you. If you was clubbing, you wanted it to be somebody at the club. You wanted
that wasn't even why though, but I can say, but part of what you said is true. I was in a relationship for a long time until like my late 20s.
You did other stuff.
Yeah. So then after that, when I met him, it wasn't like I knew he was a promoter, but I wasn't thinking like that. Like, oh, let me talk to a promoter so I can get in the club. It's just that we started vibing like that, and then we started, dating or whatever. But
like y'all like the same things.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean, like that.
Huh? Yeah, we got.
It was beneficial because you like the same things. Like
we like the same things, but then I could go to all the parties and bring my friends and all that stuff too. But then it was a downside to it too, because like that lady, and other females like them because they the promoter, like they throwing themselves at them and all that. And back then I still was kind of, I guess, the ignorant Rashonda.
So let me ask you this: were you ignorant, or you knew some risk came with it, so you figured even if, because some people are honest with themselves and they say things like, well, if we just dating like this, he might do X, Y, and Z, but it better not come back to me.
Yeah, I guess that in my mind, I wouldn't be tripping until I start drinking. And when I start drinking, that's when I would be
Twin.
That's when I would start tripping. I don't know. And when I think back on it, I be laughing so much. Like, I do not know I was acting like that. But I would be tripping when I start drinking. But if I wasn't drinking, I would be fine. I didn't care about the girls being in his face or nothing. But soon as I start drinking and be tipsy, it was a wrap. He'd be like, I hate when you start drinking because you just start acting foolish. I would really act stupid. But then he was like, why do you care? And like, we're literally leaving together. It's not like I'm leaving with somebody else or something. And I'll be like, I don't know. Like, I literally in my mind don't even know.
You probably didn't like the way it looked.
Yeah,
and that was a part of their job, is that they have to go around and talk to people and treat them like their guests.
And that's what he would say all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I can't just ignore them. Like, you can't act like that. And I'd be like, okay, like, I'm literally leaving with you. And then after a while, I'd be like, I just couldn't do it. But I did it for a while. But then after a while, I was like, I don't know, I'm just crazy. And I don't feel like doing this anymore.
I don't think you're crazy, twin. I would have to say that I would like to apologize for everything, for every fucking thing I did from 29, 28 and a half.
Yes.
To 31. I want to apologize. I was under a lot of stress.
Yeah, I would say even past 31, but
no, I learned my lesson at 30.
What I will say, I'll probably say like 33. I learned my lesson 33. I will say those was
33 was a whole new lesson.
Yeah, like those was my good times on everything I love. Like that was my fun times. Even though I was out there acting crazy, it still, I had so much fun in that time frame. Like we in the laundry, we talk about that all the time. I was like, that's when we was going to the club all the time. Like we had so many fun times. I wouldn't even take that back. I was just ignorant and just, you know what? I think it was the Patron.
It was the Patron. Why was mine Patron? Mine was, I'm trying to tell you, it was Red Bull and Patron.
Patron.
That's an upper and a downer.
Yes, Patron. I would just be gang banging and everything. Like I really do. No. I'm like, what the hell? I do not know why I act like that.
From now, when I'm having a bad day, first, if it helps anybody for me to talk about when I have PMS and what your life could look like, and then a split second later, you could be laughing and talking, then I hope it does help you guys, because you do have those moments and it creates like this anxiety. But when you talk to your good girlfriends, which is why I do this show, I really love it. You get to come out of whatever you're going through, like all of that shit. Bro, am I lying? All of that stuff did it not just happen within the last 5 minutes before we went, and I had to figure it out. And I was like, everything, every phone was going off, everything. But I love having these conversations because it gets to show nobody is perfect. If you're doing your talk show the way that you should, your podcast, any of that, it's supposed to reflect what your real life looks like. If you're going to help somebody, then help them. And you have to be vulnerable sometimes. Don't tell your business where it hurts you, but you should be vulnerable. And by the way, second hot topic for today, because I can't load shit. But I did want to talk about this. I was just over there with my sister, who's the therapist, and something she said made me think about something that people talk about. Why all these podcasts out here? All of a sudden, everybody's a guru, blah, blah, blah. First, I don't have a podcast, so I'm not defending myself. I have a talk show. Welcome to my home. The podcasts are out there so that you could have a different view on everything. It's not a one size fits all, just like therapy. A lot of people need to hear somebody that thinks like them so that, one, they can correct what they're doing, or two, they can hear, I'm not crazy. A lot of people, especially adults, there's no book to being an adult, just like a parent. You want to hope that somebody understands even your mistakes. So the reason why all of these things are out here and so many are thriving, y'all don't even have a hand in the bucket of how many it is. And I've had this conversation with Ro, like, nope, if we had the same topic, we're still going to talk about it, because how you talk about it is different than how I talk about it. And I'm going to make sure not to step on your toes, because that's how we rock. But people need to hear it. What do you think about people having a lot of things. And what I said, Dr. P shared about various perspectives that help people.
What you said is true. I hate when people say that, like all the podcast people think they know. I just
think they're being haters. I think you mad because somebody had the nerve, somebody had the courage to get out there and do it. And what you think you can do because you're talking in the living room with your friends, you think all you did was this. Bro, now having experience on the other side, is anything all you do is this?
No.
Do we work on this all week?
And then even if you didn't, it's hard for a lot of people to even just get in front of a camera and go live. Like people, it's different from
I used to have to drink first.
Yeah, it's hard. It's easy. I mean, it's different from when people go live in a car and be doing stuff. Then you get in live and talking about something. A lot of people they're very nervous to do it.
It's very because you don't want to mess up. Because you picked the topic. If I just sit in my car and go live, you getting whatever I give you at that point. I didn't make a commitment. It's no time. It could literally, I could mess up because how do you mess up something that's not planned? But when you do it and it's a planned show, they're expecting something. They don't want you to make mistakes. They don't want you to be human. That's really hard. Like I literally, as Ro would say, literally just was like, I can't do this show. I can't do this one because I can't. And I was like, just pull yourself together. You have to do those things. It teaches you a lot. It teaches you a lot. I feel more confident when I talk now, and I didn't before. It's very different in a professional space.
No, it really
you could put me in front of a Beyonce concert in a professional space. I've been doing it forever. But to speak in this space where you're afraid somebody might like your opinion, they might come for you, they might take it the wrong way. It's not easy. So if you don't like somebody, just don't do it.
And then you got all that cyberbullying and all that stuff. You got to think about you in your mind, like, oh, are they going to talk about how I look or the way I talk?
Mm-hmm.
People think about all that. Like, I be
use the wrong word.
I be nervous every time when I do it, but it's just like once I start, then I'll be okay. But before I start, I'll be so nervous.
It makes you almost not want to do it. It makes you think of a reason to cancel every night. And speaking of that, there was a professor, a Black female professor. Ro, if your phone is working, can you look up her name so we could say her name? She was being bullied at work, a college professor, a distinguished college professor. She's from that town, went to that school. She's an alum. She was being bullied. She told the president of the school, Caucasian male. They did nothing about it. It got so bad, she unalived herself. So I want to say to her and her family, and I got to go through this quickly. I am sorry. I am sorry that Black women have to go through the things that we go through at work and in other spaces, but a lot is work. That's your livelihood. I am sorry that nobody protected you. I am sorry that you didn't feel like you could go and talk to anybody and that you gained such accolades and your students really loved you and you made an impact and you served in your community.
Bonnie Bailey.
Miss Bonnie Bailey. And you didn't feel like you was worth to yourself or you were scared or whatever it was. I am sorry. And I really pray that this open people's eyes because we tell you guys what we are going through. We tell you that we try to say something. We are often treated like a Monique or like they're kind of trying to do Taraji right now and putting her against Vivica Fox, and the focus is off what it should be.
Right.
And it causes a lot more unaliving than you know. It causes a lot more things happening with mental health than you know. It causes somebody to be homeless because they rather do that than work. They rather quit their job. It's so unsafe for us. It really is. And these aren't things that could happen with the police. These are things that do happen every day. So I am sorry to you. You want to say anything?
No, I just felt because that when I seen that, it made me really sad just to know that an adult, a college professor, did that to herself. Like, you just never know what people was going through nowadays. You really don't know what people was
But
going.
the president knew.
I know, but I'm just saying you would never think
Oh, and
that.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, like she would take her life because of it. Like you really don't know what people are going through.
Mm-hmm.
But
And how badly it hurts them.
it won't nothing happen to that man.
With the getting media attention, and schools are backed by donors, so
Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to keep an update on that and
he's
see.
gonna have to step down. He can't. He can't stay. He's gonna have to. But the point is, I hope that this sets an example because if he doesn't step down, it's gonna open floodgates like the Trump thing, and that's the
Right.
only example I could think of right now. Because when you allow people to do stuff like this and they get away with it, it shows other people you
Mm-hmm.
can do this. And even if they can't, they will try it. So they're going to have to make this man step
Mm-hmm.
down. Even if they pay him out the rest of his contract, they're going to have to make him step down because she told you. And we don't know how bad it is and how many times she reported it. They're looking into all of this right now or whatever. So I hope everything comes out. I hope all of her tactics were in place, meaning her paper trail. I hope that they have the right people on it. I hope that she told some people and shared it with some people. And then my last tip is as an HR person, um, there was somebody that reported to me that was going through something. When we have our HR files over there in the credenza, you can put a separate HR file in your desk with their name on it as long as it's locked that has complaints. Because guess what? You and the manager have the key sometimes to that thing. But you, as the HR person, if they came and reported something to you and they want to keep it away, why would you put it in that confidential folder? You don't put it there. You can have a separate folder and nobody has to know about it but you and that person. That way, if something like this happens and you're a good person, you have to turn it over. If it gets bad for the person, it's supposed to be a point where you say, I can't allow you to tell me this anymore in confidence. I'm worried about you. This is what I have to do. And really try to stick by the person. You have responsibilities when you get or when you're a leader. I hope her leaders have her back. That shit is wild. um So now let's get to the jail talk part. So Rose been waiting for Shirley Strawberry to get her spice back. So 3 of the clips I tried to pull came through. They happen to be the coolest ones a little bit. So I'm going to play what the first conversation sounds like when you dating somebody in the system and they still delusional, thinking that you want them and stuff like that. Quick caveat: why he thinks this woman still wants him after you've been cheating and it's out there. Your exact words that you said, Chester, the can't say that. Mr. Public Weenus. Um, she heard you talk to the other woman about her. She heard the friend tell you, why are you doing this to Shirley? She heard the son say, why are you doing this? And you have the nerve. Okay, so let's listen. Then we'll come back. Ready, bro?
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. Everything be fine. Yeah. Everything be fine. So is that
Okay.
it? That's all you got to say?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, what else is there for me to say? I don't really have anything more to say.
Oh,
I
okay.
just don't, you know.
I know you don't. I know. It's hard to talk to somebody who's locked up in jail. I get that part. I understand. I get it. I understand.
Yeah, I do look forward to the day that I can sit down and just talk to you. You know, without all of this and everything. I do look forward to that day.
Oh, okay. It's coming. Don't worry.
I'm not worried.
It's
I'm
coming.
not worried. I'm not worried.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I love you. You have yourself a wonderful day today, the best you can.
It's the I'm not worried for me. It was audacity to think, oh yeah, well don't worry. So let me tell y'all, he started out the conversation with saying, I just need to know when I come home, am I coming home to you? But before that, when he was on the phone with Dre, because Shirley not answering the phone right now. So she only picked up the phone because Dre was calling on his behalf. He was like,
I would have hung up on him. Like, don't
I think she want to put him in his place a little bit right now. I think she wants to. Yeah. Especially with the friend being on the phone. Because when he started with him and just Dre, he was like, yeah, I just need to know what I'm doing because, my people acting like this and that. But, just in case I got something else, but I'll tell you about that later. Dre was like, what? What is wrong with you? And then you get on the phone. Oh, I love you. Oh, this. She's going to hear this later. What is wrong with him? After everything you did, you really have the nerve to be like, oh, don't worry about it. And then that stupid laugh. Did it sound like she was worried to you, twin?
I think that it is some women out there that's that stupid though.
But she not. She ain't even answering your call.
In his mind, he probably just thinking.
He do. I think he a tenderoni still.
Like, boy, you better go on Love After Lockup and find some stupid girl on there.
Sonia is still talking to him.
Well,
he's still talking to the girl. So
go on. Y'all could be on Love After Lockup.
Oh, honey. So they are. So hold on. Let me go to the next one. Speaking of Love After Lockup, this is the one. I'm gonna go to this one.
I said, if I gotta go to the bank and get some money, I go to the bank and get some money.
Man, that boy told me, man, you can't stay here, man. I got my daughter and my grandkids to worry about. You can't stay here. There's other place you can go stay.
Well, apparently you thought you were going there.
No, I didn't say
Yes.
It wasn't a shocker to me. I just like people tell me what it is. So I'm not mad at all. Fuck it. I mean, what can
She knew that before she moved them in there, that was a stipulation way back. Before she moved, that was a stipulation.
Yeah. Yes.
But I told you, she said that she wasn't going to choose you over her anyway.
Yeah, you did say that, and that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's because she got a complex with that shit because her daughter hate her. That's all. I mean, everybody know that.
Her daughter hate her?
Hell yeah. Everybody she meets, she tells the same story. She been saying that shit when I first met her. Yeah.
Really?
It's a devastating tale.
Mm-hmm.
It's devastating. I know that. But, anyway, yeah, so I'm just sitting here trying to figure out what he gonna do. That's all. But I'm not really worried. I'm not really worried. Let me tell you something. Seasons are for a reason. A lot of shit the season is up on a lot of things. I don't get mad at that. I'm used to that. I'm 58 years old and a half.
58 and a half.
Yeah, so I'm used to motherfucking tapping out. So if they tap out now, I gotta get into my shit. Make sense?
He said what?
If they tap all the way out, guess what? I ain't gotta get nobody now, right?
I'll beat your ass. I will beat your ass. You can't find it, I'll find it. Shit.
I know you will. I know.
Start an OnlyFans page.
So that's the other girl?
Yes. So notice the first date was June, right in July, because Shirley told him, that's the clip that's missing. Shirley told him, I don't know what my decisions are. That's what she was saying. You need to come home because we have not talked. Everybody knows even before they knew that the calls was recorded, if you talking to your dude in jail, you can't say everything. And it's all of the times that he tell her, you know what I mean, this and that. Do they think that you forget that? No. When you come home, she wants to know everything. She wants her answers. She wants full conversations. So that's all she told him. She didn't tell him yes or no. But because it wasn't the answer that he wanted to hear, and I need to know what I'm doing, and I don't want to be no fool, and I don't want to be this, but you're still talking to your mistress. Listen to what you're talking to your mistress about. You want to sell your story, and because people is on YouTube making money off of it, you want to sell your story to the highest bidder. And this fool talking about, oh, well, let me look and see who has the highest stuff because I know this is going to be good. Well, maybe I think we should go on Jason Lee. Jason Lee ain't even mentioned this story, lady. Like, they're trying to sell the story. So he's supposed to be writing a book. She didn't handle she hired a PI. And that's why when he's saying, if we get a divorce, I'll have to give her half. And that's why she like, I'll beat your ass. Because she the one doing all the legwork.
Girl.
It be the jailhouse talk for me. And it's really the jailhouse talk for me because when Shirley cut him off a year ago, they verified that the lawyer's paid up for now, but he's doing a GoFundMe to try to get money for his case. I think he got like $75 of the $40,000 that they asked him for. Sonia wrote it up horribly. So now he's trying to sell his story to get money to pay for being in there. And girl, this shit is crazy. So she says, if she can't find the money, she should be sticking by you. And he's saying, everybody not made for this. Made for what? It's not that she's not sticking with you while you in jail. She's not sticking with you because you got everything stripped away from her. He was like, what are you really going through? I'm the one who's in here and Cobb County got this and Cobb County got that. She was like, I thought you in such and such. Well, you don't understand what homosexuality. What does that have to do with anything, sir? She was like, I'm the one out here trying to pay my bills, dealing with all of this stuff that people doing. I don't want to be in the media more. It's too much. Well, no, it's going up. I'm not taking this laying down. You know this is because of your people. You mean her daughter? So let me tell you what she said about her daughter. I'm going to play it. Then we're going to come back and talk about all of it. She is crazy.
All right, then. You enjoying your grandkids?
Yeah, when I see them, I enjoy them very much. My daughter, my grandkids, I love them all, and I enjoy them all.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad that y'all killing, y'all getting y'all life back together, and I'm glad for that. I'm happy for that. Happy for y'all all of that. Yeah, you're spending time, y'all getting to know each other again. That's good. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah. So I definitely don't want to be in the way of nobody trying to keep the relationship together and stand bonded. Because I ain't going to get my blessing. I always told you that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But.
Okay.
No, you going to say something?
No, I wasn't.
Yeah. Okay. Well, like I said, I ain't going to hold you up. I know you ain't got much to say. I get it. I'll talk to you soon. Love you very much.
All right. I'll see you later. Talk to you too. Bye.
So now you see on the one that he just talked to the girl with, but you just said, I don't want to be in the way of nothing. I'm glad y'all fixing your relationship. And it went from that to now you want to sell your story. I thought only female. You're 58 and a half, sir. The fact that you're saying a half is a problem for me. But what do you think, Rose?
Girl, he should be happy Shirley even answered the phone. The way she even talked, you could tell she don't want to talk to him. Like, I would stop calling, but a person like that ain't.
So she told the friend after this call or whatever, she told him, you can call me still because you've been nice to me or whatever. The son could still call me, but don't call me for him. Like, I'm not answering my phone for a reason. And he keep just pushing me for the same thing. If I'm going to work this out or this or that, because he told her, I'm expecting you to say, baby, you can come home and be safe and I got you. To you, the man who's had triple calls to the mistress and people have counted them, the one that the mistress is doing interviews and all this other stuff, and you acting like he said, so what would you do if I got in an accident and I became paralyzed? She said, well, that's different. I don't see how that's different. Of course you don't, you narcissist.
Yeah. How you don't
right
see
now I'm laying in a coma.
Yeah, that's something that you can control, but you couldn't control what you did.
It ain't even that serious, Ro. I haven't been charged with nothing. I only been indicted with one thing. She said one thing, but you said before you was going to be down with me no matter. She said, that's when I thought you didn't do anything. You told me you left all of this stuff alone. So if you're indicted with one thing, then that's one. That's not none.
And then if it was something little, you would have been out of jail already.
No, it's the one with the daughter. That's why he's your people. So after after you say, "Oh, I'm glad y'all making up this and that," then he called back one more time and said, "Oh, the only thing I'm worried about is the thing that I could be indicted for is the thing with your people. You know what I'm talking about." And she was like, "Mm-hmm. How you call her daughter your people and shit like that?" Like,
girl, Shirley good, because I wouldn't answer the phone no more or nothing. Like, we have nothing to talk about, sir. And whatever friend, don't call me no more either, because I won't talk to you either.
Oh, he's not talking to the friend now because the friend is telling him, "Why are you even still talking to that girl? If you trying to come home and work it out with your wife, why are you still doing this, especially knowing that the calls is recorded?" But this foo-foo head
He might as well
sitting over there.
to her. He might as well keep talking to her now. Like, so he could at least have somebody. Since Shirley done with him, he might as well keep just going and keep talking to her.
Well, that's what he said. God must have sent you to me because you're the only one who's ready for all of this. Everybody else talking about they got questions. They're not your real friends. You should leave all those people alone. They supposed to judge your character. I'm going by your character. Yes, I only saw you a handful of times, but when I saw that, I knew your character wasn't that you touched anybody. Your character also told you to mess with a married man, but
yeah, like, we literally can't talk. We can't go off of character no more.
You have to ask questions.
People put up cold ass facades. You don't know what somebody the fuck is doing nowadays.
But if I'm go over character role, would I go for your character as knowing you longer, or would I go over character of some man? Even if I married him, I've known you longer. So if we're saying we're going by character, your character has been proven to me since 5th or 6th grade.
Right.
If we're gonna, right? So you think I'm supposed to go over your character over my daughter and my grandchild? But I haven't been able to ask you any questions yet or nothing like that.
And
we haven't had a conversation.
Yeah, you lied about everything.
No, he didn't. He's being set up, bro.
Well, you lied about being set up then too.
No, just like do you know what it's like? I got to come home and wear this ankle bracelet.
Like, okay, sir.
Do you know what it's like that you coming home? She lives with somebody still because she's still picking up the pieces from everything that got taken away from her while you keep saying she didn't even have to do nothing. Nothing happened to her. Why is I'm the one in here?
Burnt out records.
And then the mistress on the side, yeah, because I just can't do anybody like that. I just can't abandon anybody. So he's abandoning his wife, and that's okay. What is wrong with you? This jailhouse talk be having people acting a fool. But what the people on the outside don't realize sometimes too is you don't think that she's been on Tasha K so far and one other YouTuber. Tasha K was the biggest, but she completely lied on there. So ain't nobody even looking at this story like that. Because Shirley got her just due. Everybody wanted to make sure Shirley was okay. Mm-hmm. Now that they see she's okay, but sir, she's getting popular off of you. She started a whole YouTube channel, but she ain't never really talking to you about that. She said other people started YouTube channels and stuff, and who's all lying. So she's looking for a come up off of you and your wife. Your wife's name. Y'all can't stop talking about her. You don't think that's crazy? And keep saying God. But she don't believe in God. So I'm just trying to wonder how she's your blessing, but she don't believe in God. Do people get blessings that don't believe in God? What are they supposed to call it?
They still call it a blessing, but they don't believe.
Oh, okay.
They do, because you just think we'd be like, how do they keep getting blessed with this stuff like this? And they this kind of person, whatever. I guess we call it a blessing.
I think God blesses them. I just wonder if they call it a blessing.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wonder, do they call it a blessing, or do they
like, who do they thank? Because it is a blessing. God, God still takes care of all of us when we crazy, when we're doing what we not supposed to do. But I wonder what they call it.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question.
So, in your professional opinion as a nurse, are they mentally not well?
Neither one of them, no, especially him.
Women
could be stupid, but women could just be stupid, and then
gullible.
You got that jail talking. Look what all he telling her and stuff. But he's just a narcissist. I don't think it's nothing wrong with him at all.
But she don't even believe it. He just told you in your face that if he got a deal or anything like that, he's not even thinking about you off the top. That should have never rolled off his tongue like that, but it did.
But
he said, I don't have to pay nobody.
Stupid. She just old and stupid. Ain't nothing
no,
wrong.
She's smarter. We're all stupid.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with neither one of them. He's a narcissist and her ass is just stupid. Or she want to believe what she want to believe. Ain't nothing wrong with them.
Well, see, she says she knows celebrities, and so she gonna call them because they're gonna get in touch with the big people in LA. So they gonna start with Jason Lee for Hollywood Unlocked, and who else? Because he need people with big pages, not just that little bitty stuff. He need them with big pages because he got a story to tell.
They better go to the shade.
And he gonna write a book. And when he write his book, he needs to make sure he put it in print first.
Girl, I would not entertain him or her. I just would be looking at them like, why did you even come waste my time? Like, if he probably would have did it at the beginning, I do think that he could have shopped it around. I honestly do think that he could have did it, but not now. But when it first hit when everything first came out, I think he could have. I honestly think he could have.
How was he gonna position it?
People just think nowadays people like messy stuff. People like,
but he wasn't ready to admit that he was being messy. So, because he even say now that's still his friend.
Exactly, but that's when he would have cashed out on it back then. It's too late now. You would have cashed out on it back then. Just think all that stuff
like telling his stories from the prison phone calls that was released, like telling person, like filling in the gaps like that. And then they could have kept doing basically like Suge Knight.
Yeah, he could have said what was happening, or before when it first happened, if he probably didn't know it was gonna get big like that. And then
I think he was trying to keep quiet for Shirley too. Like, as long as he thought he was still keep his marriage.
Yeah, once he got out, he should have just went. That's when he would have cashed out on it, because Shirley Strawberry, she probably would have told him not to do it though. But I think that
she don't like all this stuff, and I think that's the only reason he did. Because notice in June, Shirley said no. Now he's ready to talk about it in July. It took you 1 month to betray your wife completely like that. Now all of a sudden you don't like the daughter. The daughter hates her. You telling her business.
That's Shirley. That was your strawberry letter. Now it's your strawberry letter. So, but she probably didn't want him, but that's when he would have made money off of it. That's when they really would have made money off of it. But I do understand Shirley would not have wanted that. But ain't nobody, Jason Lee, and he messy. He don't want to talk about that.
Because too much has already been exposed. It's not an exclusive. It's not an exclusive at all. And all they keep repeating is the same thing. So, no, but if he's going to out Shirley, he might want to know you're still married to her. If you do certain things, it's clearly revenge. And you got a case going showing how you mistreat women. Like, that's the bulk of your case, is that you prey on women and do certain things that you shouldn't do. So now that you've heard no from your wife, or she said, I can't give you she actually didn't say no. She said, I can't give an answer right now. Before she heard more calls, that wasn't good enough for you. So you decided at that point you're going to come for her. So that's showing your character, which is in question right now, sir. You're hurting yourself. So, okay, even if you did sell your story and you get this check in there, what are you going to do with that check? And how are you mad at your son? Oh, he mad at his son and cut his son off too because his son is fighting a murder case. So he's mad at his son for not being there for him and helping him find different things and whatnot. But supposedly his son really didn't do it. It was self-defense. It should go away fast or whatever. But he's like, when he called me, Dad, I need your help. And I went over there and helped my son. Now I need help and he won't help me. He's still going through it and he's younger and you're the parent. You're supposed to help him if you're going to help him. He don't have the capacity to help you right now. And Sonya just co-signing like that's his child. Anybody that will sit there and talk about their own kid because the kid is not in a place to be able to help you right now. That's why the people don't want to be connected to you because the friend said, last thing the friend said, Dre said, when you get home, we're going to have to take a ride and talk about this kid stuff because I don't know, even if you innocent, I don't know how you're going to clear your name of that because a lot of this stuff that gets out there, once it gets out there, then these things still happen. Sonya told him, that's not your real friend. Why do you have any questions for me? You just going off what people say. You should believe what I say. Aren't you people?
Girl.
So now he's not talking to his one friend that was a good friend to him. All behind this woman. Because you believe that this woman can do these things of which none she has done yet because you've been in there for 18 months. And he hasn't even got offered bail yet. His counter, what are they called? The person that go in with you? Your co-defendant?
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like the person that go in with you because they got some of the same charges or whatever. Is it co-defendant?
I have no idea.
Okay, all the other people that got arrested, they're out. Whether they on bail or this or that, they're already out. He's the only one that has not been offered bail yet. He don't even have no official charges yet. They keep just bringing him back and forth.
That's what I was saying. That was weird to me that
That's why I do believe some of it could be a setup.
Yeah, like how do you not have no charges and you can't get out of jail? Like that
and your case is public? That's weird.
Yeah, like it don't make sense.
Yeah, they saying he haven't been offered a bond because he keeps saying, I want a speedy bond hearing. I want a speedy bond hearing. But whatever lawyer, so I'm pretty sure Shirley is upset too because she was paying one lawyer and then that lawyer wasn't like all the way doing what they were supposed to be doing. True. But then because Sonya said, oh, I think you should go with this person, blah, blah, blah. She then dished out, I think $25,000-$30,000 more dollars or something like that to the second one. And the second one was no better than the first one. You just didn't like how the first one wasn't moving fast, but it was because every time they went back to court, they would tell him more charges. So you have to discuss the new charges or whatever. Yeah. And it kept pushing the time. So it technically wasn't the lawyer. He's like, I want the lawyer to tell him this and that, but it's not time for that part yet. Somehow, every time he go back, they pushing it back. But that was all on Shirley's dime. In the midst of living with somebody, she was giving a lawyer cash money for these things. And you switch from one lawyer to the next, not by talking to me as your wife, but by talking to your fucking mistress. But that came out of my pocket. She's getting to hear all this stuff that you did.
If Shirley could pay $20,000 or $30,000, she could have had somewhere to live. So she paying for your lawyer and she living with somebody.
And I don't think she wanted to live by herself, considering everything that's happening. At that point, I think she really was like, oh, he's going to come home. Now she's accepting. Her daughter's living with her. Now she's in her place. Her daughter is with her. And that's the way she wants it. She may not want to be by herself. So while Nesto is saying her daughter is using her, I think they need each other right now. And guess what? If the daughter is using her, you was using her.
I was just about to say you was using her. So I could even get the words out. Like you was using her too.
I don't know, twin, but that jailhouse talk, That shit must make, I don't know.
A
That
cold
shit is
thing.
crazy. This single woman that gave up her life for a motherfucker you say you ain't slept with. You sending him pictures. He's still talking about your pictures, but just 2 minutes ago, he was just over here trying to talk to your wife as you should. Nothing wrong with that. The problem is the other lady. Why are
Right.
you still continuing anything with her? When are you going to pay honor to your wife? But you sitting up here telling her you supposed to tell me I could come home and I could be safe. Bitch, when is she gonna be safe? Everything you did to her in public, she lost everything, and you have zero remorse. Instead, he talking about God, and if this happened, and you leaving me out here right now, I'm on life support, and you have the option to pull the plug. So you gonna pull the plug or not? She said, "Are you asking me the same question in another way?"
I'm like, I guess you on hospice. You gonna die. That he
You
would
look
have
like
to,
you look like mommy making that face.
girl, you on hospice then.
He ain't no
You
hospice.
would
Him and
have,
that girl, finna be in Hollywood. And he about to come out and they gonna be living on top of the world. Because are you for me or are you against me, Shirley? Because I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna be a whole different man. I'm going to another level. Yeah. Level
you can, and
3
yeah,
maximum security.
I was just about to say, and you can take her right along with. I'm telling you, he needs to shop that mess to love after lockup. There go your money right there. There go your money. Y'all got a whole storyline. Y'all got a whole storyline. You can make y'all might as well go on love after lockup.
Can he do it with being married to Shirley still, legally married to her?
Girl, you
Will
see
he
how
have
messy
to leave
that
her
mess.
out of everything?
I don't know. You see how messy it is on there though. Hell.
I've only seen a couple and I haven't seen one that includes a celebrity and him and them being married.
Well, that lady ain't no celebrity.
No, Shirley. You know how sometimes
Shirley
like
is,
Erica
but I'm
can't mention
saying
her kid, bring her kid on. I wonder if it will be the same thing. They can't mention Shirley or nothing like that.
they could probably do it without Shirley. He could just.
I think they could,
Yeah, I think so too. That's your money right there. Y'all better
but they
go.
don't know how to talk without mentioning her. I got gummy bear in my teeth, y'all.
Well, you didn't mess up your money because you don't.
I think they done talk too much already. But love after lockup. But don't you have to be getting out to be on the lock? Y'all put it in
No,
the
you know
comments.
it'll start with them going to visit them and all that stuff. Like a lot of times they go like that and then they get out. I used to watch Love After Lockup all the time.
Y'all know Sonya done moved to Atlanta to be near him.
Yeah, I love After Lockup. Like that mess is so. I'm telling you, I didn't watch it this season, but last season I turned on my sisters and all that to Love After Lockup. Like it's very entertaining. It's very entertaining.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it. We need a Tubi show. Did
Oh
they
yeah,
send us one?
huh?
Did they send us one? A Tubi show?
Oh, but she did tell me I gotta tell her to text it to me because she said the name and girl,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to tell her to text it to me. But that mess is Love After Lockup is good. Like I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the shows because I just be like, I don't understand how these women do this, and then they get out of jail and just be.
You want to know something? I just tried. I'm sitting here like, why am I starving? I haven't ate nothing today but these that I found in my purse that I stole from my goddaughter. I found them in my purse. I had some left. I haven't ate today. That's why this
Oh
has been a
yeah,
really
I
hard day
ate
on me.
breakfast. I ate breakfast early this morning before we went to the parade, and then I ate lunch like at 3, and that would be all I eat. Like I'm not hungry no more.
I gotta eat something. Okay, y'all. I don't mean to put y'all out of my house like this, but I don't have no more gummy bears or none in my teeth. So I'm
Oh,
starving
and
today.
I ate that dessert. That mess was good. Hell.
Do you love me?
I'm sorry. I was eating it so good too. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. I had forgot I had it last night. I seen that there. I was like, let me eat this right now for somebody to eat it. I won't see I won't eat 𝒬𝒔𝒓 gummies. I do not like gummies and stuff like that, girl.
I love them. So my baby mama buy enough for all of us. We all got our own snacks. But I just want to throw it out there, cousin. Every time I leave my snack and try to come back, my snack be gone. When I see, it looks like a convenience store in there. She got, the little basket that said like Circle K, and it got the thing on the top, the one in the middle. Baby is cracking. PMS was cracking last night because I had gummy bears and I had hot Cheetos and I had an apple juice. Don't none of that go together. That's what I had for dinner yesterday.
You're like, no.
It was not at different times though, but it was so good. And then when I got home, I finished the rest of the hot Cheetos. Let me tell y'all, I will tell you, I'm taking the Wegovy shot. Aside from me already not being hungry before this shit, now it fluctuates. Like last month, I've been doing it for 2 months. Last month, let me tell y'all what I had. We're gonna end the show with the bad shit I did. I had bought a blueberry muffin, but I bought the whole thing like a bundt cake. Then I bought a cheesecake, ice cream. I ate a little bit of each one, but I wanted so much sweets last month.
That's how it would be though when you get around here, because that's what I do. Like when I was on mine last week, I always go buy me the cookies that you put in the oven, the cookie dough, and I'll be fine. Like if I get those, but
you just need to taste it, and then you'll be fine.
No, I still would eat like 6 of them.
Oh, I ate all the ice cream. The ice cream is a wrap, but I ate it all since last month. I didn't rebuy none of that stuff.
I won't buy none because I know I'll eat, especially like hot fries and all that. I love that. And then if I'm greedy, I'm going to get the little cheese to go to dip the cheese in there with that.
I haven't had a taste for none of that stuff. I haven't had no side effects except for nausea, but only a couple days. But this time I didn't have nausea. But I don't get my shot every week. It's too strong for me. I get it every 9 days, something like that. I'll go extra days. But yeah, very different this time. And food, I split my hamburger with Jasmine 2 nights ago. I had 2 bites of it and it was on the table. So I'm down from my regular 4 bites to 2. But the thing is I stay full a lot longer. That full capacity, but I don't feel full like, oh, I can't do this. I just feel like I'm full for a very long time. So I'm going to try to eat something before I go to bed because my head is hurting. So if you decide to get the shot, pay attention to your body. I'm very, very thirsty more. I'm very thirsty more. And I will tell you, actually, right after I take these shots, because I can remember then, I'll tell you how it's doing for me. I'm not losing weight like the people on TV though, but I think it's because I already didn't eat a lot.
Yeah,
I really am a plus size person that does not eat a lot. That's very unfortunate.
That, Ozempic, I've been taking it for like a month. I haven't lost a lot of weight either, but I think in the past month I haven't been going to the gym like I was either.
Oh,
tomorrow I have to go back. Them being out of school for them 3 weeks and all that stuff. It threw me all the way off. And yeah. So I was like, tomorrow I'm gonna have to start going back and doing that because I think, to me, I feel like that has a lot to do with it. Because literally, that shot took my appetite away. And even sometimes, like if I eat something that I'm not supposed to, I'll feel nauseated, like I'm for real about to throw up. But I haven't lost a lot of weight like everybody else either. But I think it's because I haven't went to the gym like how I used to go, like every single day. So so I don't really have no side effects either.
Do you sweat more with it? Because I took down the Christmas tree and I was moving fast. I put on a hoodie. I was getting dressed for the day, but I had on a hoodie and I had on insulated or tights with the stuff in them. So I was taking down the Christmas tree, had to get on the ladder, do all of this stuff, swept the floor, and I was sweating so much, so fast.
I don't be sweating a lot at all. I don't. The only thing
Oh,
it is the side effects, and then I drink water all days.
I'm so thirsty.
I'm constipated a lot, so now I have to I need to buy me some kind of tea or something because I'm not used to that.
Why you didn't take stool softeners? That's what they told me to try to take if I need them.
taking fiber pills. I started
Okay.
taking the fiber pills, but it really does slow you down, and I'm not used to that at all. So
Well, I'll send you a picture of the ones that I got from the eye. Remember when I got my eyes red and stuff? I'll send you a picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because those is much better than any of that tea, that other stuff. They're actually for your body. And if anybody don't believe it, I actually need to give an update on that too. I think I'm gonna do another visit and see how far I progress, because it's funny when I take out my contacts, these are gray. They're changing colors. They're not as gray as they used to be anymore because my eyes behind them are getting more brown. Also my teeth, I haven't got them whitened in a while. They're more white. My headaches, y'all know by this time I would be like, y'all, I can't see. My head hurt, and especially if I don't eat. It's not that anymore. My ankles, my legs, they don't swell as bad as at PMS time. Oh, I would be a wreck. I wouldn't be able to lift my feet. It's just really bad how my body was before, and it's better. And I've been doing it. Yeah, those things are better. And I'm so grateful. So I will send you a picture of them, and I will do an update on that as well. And Dr. Richardson is the same amount too. I think it's $80 to see him. So yes, so that is our girl talk for tonight. That jailhouse talk, let me tell you, y'all better be careful in these motherfucking streets. But let me tell you something. Those girls would be like, oh, it's these young girls. No, it's not. It's anybody that wants to be loved. And guess what? Those same conversations that he giving in there is the same conversations I could reference that I've heard from men on the outside or whatever that is in a particular career, and they want you to believe in them. Any manipulator, user, gaslighter, anything like that, they sound exactly like that. And so I'm pretty sure most women could think back to a time when a man has said, you just not gonna believe in me.
Nope.
Go believe in yourself and
like that little baby, like, yeah.
Show me. You can show me better than you could tell me. I'm a rock with you. I'm not gonna say I don't believe you, but I'm not gonna say what he say he wanted her to say. Yes, baby, you could come home and you could be safe. I thought the man was the protector. You're the leader, sir. Ooh. Anyway, so any final words for tonight, Roseanne?
A woman don't be fooled.
Listen to your intuition, ladies. And even if you want to keep talking to him to see where it goes, just don't put yourself all in.
Yeah,
don't be all your money, like things like that. Don't do anything you wouldn't do for somebody else. Don't do anything you wouldn't do for somebody else. But all that giving up your whole day, being on the phone, sitting right, like, don't do that, baby girl. You are not in jail. Nope. And there are men that do it too. Honey, you are not in jail, because it is men that be sending money on top of money on top of money. Woo!
Yeah, I've seen that on Love
Unlocked. Send it to me, sir.
It's on Love Unlocked Up. It was this one man that had sent that lady probably like in a year, like 180,000. And so when she got out, she didn't like him. She was using him anyways, but his feelings was hurt because he was like, he literally cleaned out all his savings. And he wanted to get married to her. And when he got out, of course, she didn't like him. She didn't like him. She just knew he was paying her all that money while she was in jail.
Y'all, it don't pay to be a user. Karma is something else. So next week, we'll actually pull up stories about karma. I want to pull up stories about karma, about how people treat you because you are more brown skin. You got it's tax season. So we already know we finna see a bunch of memes about he only dating her because she fat. Well, let's just say almost everybody we heard about in media that's been getting dogged the fuck out, like everybody else who gets treated bad by a user, they look pretty fucking beautiful to me. Has nothing to do with it. I just need you to know that. That's one of the contraptions that they give you so that you'll fall for it. Is that you're better because you're smaller, or you're better because you're light skinned.
Yep.
Ladies, we got to do better. We do. You're not better than your counterpart. You both have vagina, okay? And you're tussie cat, as Al Reynolds would say. Doesn't matter. So yes, that's what we're going to talk about next week. So for us, Rose will be on Wednesday. We will not be on tomorrow, but I will be going live tomorrow to talk about denouncing Delta. So we will talk about that tomorrow. My comments will be heavily monitored because this is my decision. And yeah, Ro will be back on Wednesday. Tomorrow is Amir's birthday, so she will be busy with my nephew. So that is it from us tonight. Rose, tell them bye.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.